floor is yours.
Thank you, Maria. And welcome everyone to today's session. Today is the final session in our commercial convo series. And today is going to be chock full with a bit of surprises and prizes. We'll be going through the final topic, which is training the team. And of course, then we'll be doing a little bit of a recap, after which we'll be going through some prizes and surprises. All right, so the first thing we're going to be going through is finding out where to get the sales and commercial guides and training from Microsoft. We want to find out also where to get free technical training. Just a tip on how to upskill your team for less. We'll be doing a recap. And throughout the presentation, we'll be doing giveaways. So get your thinking caps on, get your attention zoned in, and you may be one of the winners of one of today's lovely prizes. So we're going to start on a fast note. So today, our first giveaway is going to be one of two prizes of what we call the consistent conversationalist. And the consistent conversationalist is the person/persons who have attended all 4 sessions. So we see here now that our first winner is Shiva, who has been to every single session that has been held at the commercial convo for commercial convo. So Shiva, congratulations. You have won yourself a $50 Amazon gift card. All right,
Shiva,
so
you
let's
there?
begin. He can wave in the background. All right, so let's upskill your team. So the first thing we want to take a look at is commercial and sales training. So on our last session, we spoke about the Partner Marketing Center. And Partner Marketing Center is really the place for all things marketing when it comes to Microsoft, whether it's Microsoft 365, whether it's Azure, whether it is any of the other products like Xbox, Surface, anything that Microsoft does provide as a service or a product, it is there for you to have pre-built marketing material, pitch decks, full done campaigns, training, etc., for you to utilize when it comes to moving the conversation with your customers. So with the commercial and sales training, you actually have different assets on the Partner Marketing Center that can be used to train your team internally to get video training on how to go through a sales process, on how to engage different audiences like your financial controllers, your CIOs or CTOs, the business development managers, etc. So you can leverage these video trainings internally for your team to guide the conversations or learn how to guide those conversations, as well as use the pre-built decks that are there to ensure that you can continue to drive the conversation. So let's take a look at that quickly. So here we are at the Partner Marketing Center. And I have taken the liberty of going to one of the campaigns, but let's just take a look at how we get there in the first place. So we have our Partner Marketing Center. I've filtered by sales readiness and sales training. So you can come down here to the asset type, filter by sales readiness and sales training, and various different assets will come up to you, whether it's videos, whether it's entire campaign assets, whether it is just a deck for you to utilize in gathering your conversation. So let's take a look at the Data and AI Partner Sales Acceleration Program. And this set of assets is basically just a way to understand how we're going to move forward conversations with our customers when it comes to data and AI. We have the overview of how to use this campaign information. You have video presentations on how to sell the business cases that are used here. You have pre-done battle cards that you can download and modify for your conversations. And of course, you have so many others. You have a pitch deck for your CIOs. You have project impact summary, etc. You have proposals and business reviews that are done for you that you can download and utilize when you are using or you are having conversations with this business type. So let's take a look back at here. Now, as we mentioned, it's pretty easy to do. All you have to do is go to aka.ms/PMC, which is the Partner Marketing Center. You filter by asset type, sales, training. You can filter by product area as well if you want to just filter it down to Azure. And then, of course, you use the relevant material to enhance your sales conversation and win more business. Well, now going on to the technical training. So when you have the commercial side, your commercial teams are equipped, your technical team also needs to be equipped with the relevant skills and information. So we're going to cover 3 main areas that I recommend for you to get technical training from. And one is the official Microsoft Learn website. So it's a collection of video content, written content. We might all know about the written content, the long and boring one, but there also is video content. And recently, since last year, Microsoft has included simulations for labs so that you can have like a click-through experience while for doing the labs. And you can find this at aka.ms.learn. So let's take a look at what that looks like. So when you go to the Microsoft Learn website, you'll be sent to a home page where you will have the ability to browse by different categories. So you can browse by products. I've filtered out Azure here, and you can also filter by roles, which will give you more streamlined access to what you may be looking for, certain modules or certain learning paths that you would take on based off of your functionality here. I've just gone down and filtered out by the types. So the types you have are the courses, you have learning paths, and you have modules. So I've taken a learning path, and learning paths are essentially pieces of a whole of an exam track. So here I've filtered out the AZ305, which is the Microsoft Solutions Architect Expert, and you will see there are several different learning paths that are under this. So if I was supposed to select this, it would take me to the entire learning path, and I would see the different modules that are under this. So I can take each of these, I can go through each of these, do the exercises, and at the end of each module, you get a badge that you can actually put on your LinkedIn or you have accumulated, which gives you XP in Microsoft Learn. So you have the different modules within this learning path, and different learning paths put together gives you an entire exam syllabus, essentially. The next thing we're going to look at is virtual training days. So we went through Microsoft Learn, their virtual training days. Now, these are specific training, instructor-led trainings, video trainings as well, that are based on various fundamentals. So AI fundamentals, fundamentals, security and compliance fundamentals, Azure fundamentals, all the fundamentals topics, and some specialized topics that Microsoft tends to be focusing on at any point in time. So you have these either live or pre-recorded video sessions that you can take. They're either 1 day or 2 days. And at the end of them, you will have basically a syllabus of what you'll be going through, and you will have been equipped with the knowledge to do specified or specialized projects. So let's take a look at the virtual training days. So when you go, you can search for virtual training days in Google. It will bring you to this page. And then, of course, you can scroll down. I have already filtered out by product category, security, and Azure. And so as you can see, you have different sessions here that you can register for. So you have a virtual training day on implementing data lakehouse and Microsoft Fabric, Azure DevOps and GitHub, migrating enterprise applications, and of course, you will have some of the fundamentals sessions as well. So let's filter by fundamentals, and you'll see all of the fundamental sessions that are there. So if your sales team or your technical team wants to get onto a fundamental session, you have these you can register for. If it is not full, oh dear, this one is full. Let's take a look at this one. Right, so you click on register, you put in your information, and after completing the training for fundamentals, you will get 50% off your exam price. In a previous time when I used to do it, we got the whole voucher for free, but Microsoft is, tightening up some things now. So you can actually get 50% off your fundamentals exams. You see part 1 and part 2, which means this is a 2-day training. You see all of what you'll be going through, and you sign up, you attend at the point in time that it has here, and you get half off of your exam price. The next thing is GitHub Labs. So for those of us that are going past the fundamentals or we're going for a specific exam, the GitHub Labs are all aligned to the exam objectives. And so the GitHub Labs are basically guided labs that you can utilize when you're doing your technical training that give you, real world scenarios and cover all of the aspects for your examinations. Let's take a look at that. So you can type in GitHub Labs for Azure in Google. It will take you to the main page. I have filtered out based on one particular exam. I just took the AZ-104, for example. And you can see here that you have labs 1 to 11, and these are all aligned to the technical areas or aspects of the AZ-104 exam. You have a guided lab scenario that you can go through. It gives you different tasks. And of course, you want to do these tasks before you take a look at the guide, because this is actually a full guide of how to complete the lab. You can go through it, or you can do it first. And when you get to a roadblock, you probably come and you take a look at this and see where you might have gone wrong or what you could do differently. But the labs here are all aligned to the objectives for the exam. So when you are practicing and you need technical experience, or you want the technical experience to go along with the theory, the GitHub Lab guides are where you should go. So let's just recap. We have our Microsoft Learn, we have our GitHub Labs, and of course, we have our virtual training days. And of course, when it comes to upskilling your team for less, as we mentioned before, with the virtual training days for fundamentals, you get 50% off of your exam when you attend both sessions for the virtual training day. Also, there is the 30 days to learn it challenge that you can get 50% off all of the eligible exams when you complete the entire learning track for that exam in 30 days. The caveat to this is that each participant is able to receive one voucher once every 6 months. So you can have about 2 vouchers per person per year. So how to obtain this? For any of the eligible exams, you can complete the learning path within 30 days. After completing that, within 72 hours, you should receive an email with instructions on how to redeem your coupon and how to apply this to your exam. Just to note, these are exam specific and they're only redeemable for the exam that you have taken. So for example, if you have taken the course Microsoft Azure Security Technologies, which is AZ 500, you will be able to get a voucher for 50% off for the AZ 500 that you have gone through. The expiration date for the voucher cannot be extended under any circumstances. So when you get your voucher, please utilize it in the time frame that you have before expiry. All right, so let's get to our second giveaway. Whew. All right, so our second giveaway of the day is going to be for our second consistent conversationalist, which is Janika Cox Fernandez. Let's give her a round of applause. So thank you, Janika, for attending all 4 sessions. I hope it was very informative and you've learned something, and we will be in contact soon and very soon. All right, so let us go to the recap. So the recap of all 4 sessions. The first one we started with was, so you want to be an Azure partner. And with that, we covered the Magic 6, which are the 6 steps that we go through together to ensure that you go from 0 to hero with Microsoft Azure. So they are categorized under 3 areas, which is prepare, position, and perform. So under prepare, you are going to find a niche and your value proposition. So we just understand, what services we'll be providing, how we'll be positioning this to our customers. And of course, then you start the commercial and technical training as we just went through just now. Then you want to position yourself. So you want to identify use cases that drive Azure adoption in your market. So what are the challenges that your customers are facing that would drive them to Azure? And then, of course, based off of the challenges that they have, you want to start to market the solutions to your customers. And of course, you start that with the Partner Marketing Center and the DMC, which is the Campaign Center. Then you want to perform. So after we're starting with our marketing, we've found our niche, we've done the training, we're consistently training. We've identified the challenges within our customer base and we start to market, then we want to start to co-sell and upsell to your customers. And then, of course, while we go through that and we go through the entire sales process, then you can provide services to implement and manage these for your customers. So the Magic 6, we want to prepare, position, and perform. So we want to find our niche. We want to have training under our belt. We want to identify our use cases, market the solution to the customers based off of their challenges. We want to do co-sell activities with MC3 and then implement and manage those for your customers. Of course, in session 1, we also went through Azure programs, the designations that are available in Azure, and how MC3 supports you on your Azure journey. So for the programs, for those of us who remember and those of us who don't, we have the Azure Credit Offer, which is a closing tool. You can get credits for a percentage of a deal size for your new customers, net new customers, so they can get basically like a trial run of Azure for their first month. Then you have Fast Track, which is for deals that are 5K and above. You get a dedicated technical personnel for solutions guidance. You get funding from Microsoft to assist you in accelerating your deals. And of course, you have this and other benefits for a year from the closing of your opportunity. Then you have the Azure demo team, where we have limited demos from the team. You have demos for solutions such as Azure Virtual Desktop and for other solutions. You have the Partner Marketing Center, the PMC and the DMC. You have propensity lists. Propensity lists are a set of businesses with the propensity to move to Azure in the Caribbean region. And of course, if you want to get this propensity list, there are no contacts in there, they're just the business names, of course, but you can get the propensity list with the businesses and from Microsoft's analysis, what are the best workloads that you can propose to these customers based off of maybe what they have purchased previously from Microsoft. You have the customer engineer team, one of my favorite teams of all time. If you have a query, a question, a difficult situation that you don't know the answers to, or you need some technical guidance around a particular solution in Azure, the customer engineer team is there to support your conversations or to support you as the reseller in getting you to the light of the questions that you have. And then, of course, you have the solution assessment team for those of us who have customers who need to migrate to Azure. The solution assessments are done for your customers to give an idea of, or a very thorough idea of what their Azure spend will look like, what their costs will look like in Azure versus on-premises, and give you basically a roadmap in moving to the cloud. Then you have the designations, you have infrastructure, data and AI, digital, and app innovation. And of course, all of the fun stuff. How does MC3 support you with all of this? So through your Azure journey, we help you to co-sell and upsell. You have pre-sale support, which is me, pre-sale support for all of your Azure deals. So whether it is from the sales side, the technical side, you need support for your conversations, you need solution guidance, you need estimation of your solutions, etc. I am here to support with that. Of course, we have opportunity development and closing. So I'm with you through the life cycle of your opportunities. And then post closing, we have white labeled implementation services. So if your team is stretched thin or you have an opportunity that you probably need a little more training in yourselves, we have a white labeled team that acts as an extension of your technical team that will do the deployment on your behalf and hand over to you. Then, of course, if you have Microsoft support requirements after deployment, we support you with that as well. In commercial convos 2, we talked about identifying opportunities with cloud solutions, and we looked at some of the things you want to look for. So you want to look for companies that have lower on-prem IT investments. They might be more prone to move to the cloud or more inclined to take on new technologies. Those who are expanding their IT infrastructure, their operations, those who need offsite storage, data and application hosting, and those who need high performance with flexible requirements. Also, you can look for customers who need hardware refreshes. Always recommend Azure for your customers' hardware refreshes. For security reasons or for hybrid cloud environments, for those who are doing modernization or migrations, to enable remote work for backup and disaster recovery, and just to remove the real estate from their total cost of ownership. Those are some very viable candidates for moving to Azure. In our third session, we talked about Partner Marketing Center, and we spoke about the DMC as well. And here for the PMC, you have the set of content, the content library, sets of assets for sales presentations, web images, email templates, social media campaigns, etc. All the marketing you need. And for the DMC, you have customizable assets that you can use for your social media to run full-scale campaigns automatically or manually for your organization. And with that, we give you a second to breathe because it's now giveaway and trivia time. Who is ready? You can raise your hand. Maria, I can't see anybody who's raising their hand, you know. Clap if you're ready to win some prizes.
Thank you, Kayla, but we cannot.
Kayla cannot win prizes.
I was only following instructions.
Kayla cannot win prizes. Okay. You know, if Kayla wins prizes, I need to go win some prizes too, you know, guys. And I have an upper hand, okay? All right. All right, so trivia time. So we have our first question for $20 Amazon gift cards. The first person to drop the answer in the chat, Maria, Kayla, Shyla, can you tell me who drops this in the chat? What are the 3 places that you can find free technical training? First person to drop this in the chat wins a $20 Amazon gift card.
Don't be shy, guys.
I can't keep the gift cards in, guys, so somebody has to win them. 3 places, or 3 sites that you can find the free technical training. You should have some music, you know, Maria. Anybody written yet?
Hands, you have your hand. Do you know the answer for this one?
You know, I think that was a mistake.
Oh,
I think
no.
my hand caught the laptop.
Okay.
Okay, so Shiva put GitHub virtual training days and
one more, Shiva, one more. We don't get a one more yet?
can you give them a hint? Partner Connect.
Partner Connect. No, that's not it. It has to do with learning. That's the hint we're all gonna get. Anybody got it?
Okay, so Ramon says GitHub virtual days. Wait, Jerome said learn.microsoft.com. Ramon said GitHub virtual days and MS Learn.
So who's the first person to get all 3?
All 3, Ramon.
Ramon? All right, so Ramon, congratulations. It's Microsoft Learn, GitHub Labs, and virtual training days. So Ramon is our winner of a $20 Amazon gift card. All right, guys, you have to step up the ante now. We're gonna go to a slightly harder one. No, this one is easy. 3 ways that MC3 supports you in your Azure journey. Drop them in the chat below, guys. And if we work together already, you have to get this one. have to get this one. 3 ways that MC3 supports you in your Azure journey. Maria, how we looking?
No one has answered yet.
All right, let's go. Should put a little timer on this, you know.
No one has the answer?
Nobody has the answer?
Ramon says pre-sales engineer POC.
We'll see. We'll see. Any others? With 3 ways? Maria, how are we looking?
Okay, so Anita says pre-sales, migration, and managed services.
Managed services. We're going to have to explain the managed services one. So we do. All right. Anyone else before we go? We're going to move on. All right.
Azure support post-deployment.
Azure support post-deployment. That's from one person?
That's Amrita again. So
okay, so
I'm
all of
guessing
the
he or she's explaining the
adding
managed
to
service part. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that's correct. So how many does Amrita have? 1, 2. There is post-sales deployment
pre-sales,
support.
migration, and Azure support post-deployment.
All right. Post-sales migration. So we don't do migration. So we have co-sell and upsell. We have white label implementation support, pre-sale support. We have Microsoft Support Assistance. We don't do migrations. We can support you with that, but we don't do migrations. What's the verdict on this, Maria? We're gonna give the prize?
Well, I think we could to Amrita, that was the first person to answer.
All right. Okay, so Amrita, you've gotten yourself a $30 Amazon gift card. Congratulations. And for our final question, the stakes are high, guys. What are the categories under the Magic 6? What are the 6 things that we go through, the 6 things we focus on when it comes to developing your success as an Azure partner? Talk to me, guys. We'll give you 3 minutes. Well, we'll give them 3 minutes to do this one. Is that too little? 3 minutes? Come on, guys. Clock is ticking.
That's a lot of time.
It's a lot of time? All right.
Yeah.
First person to give the 6 categories under the Magic 6. It doesn't have to be word for word, but you have to get the particular areas. Let's go. Magic 6, guys. If you want, I'll give you a hint. They are under the prepare, position, and perform categories. Prepare, position, perform. What are the categories under the Magic 6?
Okay, so Lawrence said application usage and management. Maybe that can go under the one for perform. More or less.
No. It
No?
wouldn't cover. It wouldn't cover. No, it wouldn't
Okay.
cover.
I'm trying
Try
to help
again.
you
Try
guys.
again. Try again, guys. Come on, you got this. You got this. Under the magic 6, under prepare,
Okay, so
position,
Shiva
and perform.
says find your niche.
Yes.
Co-sell with MC3.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're missing 4 more.
All right, 4 more. Come on,
Upsell.
let's see if you can remember.
Upsell.
Yes, that's 3.
Go Shiva.
The stakes are high.
Amrita says skill support, sales and technical assist partner in development roadmap and marketing support.
Oh, wait. Go again. Amrita says
skills support, sales and technical assist partner in developing a roadmap and marketing support.
that's sounding more like how MC3 supports you. And not necessarily the magic 6. Close, but not there. Close.
Can you give them another hint, Adri?
All right, so we gave the hint for, so we know that there's the niche. We know that there is, what's the 3 that Shiva said? We know that there's niching.
So
we know that
she
there
said
is
niche, co-sell, and upsell.
Okay, co-sell and upsell. Co-sell and upsell is actually one thing, Let me look at it. All right, so let's give you some other hints now. All right, so when you niche, what do you need to do after you find your niche? For position, we spoke about how you can position Azure services with something today, topic we covered today. And why would you market to your customers? Because they have a something. All right, I think I'm giving out too much. All right, so we know that we have to niche. We know that we have to co-sell and upsell. 4 more. Might have to forfeit this one.
If you don't want it, I can take it.
All right. So our time is at 5 minutes, so we're gonna move on. So the answers were finding your niche, doing your training, identifying challenges in your market, marketing your solutions to those customers, co-sell and upsell, and implement and manage the services for your customers. So unfortunately, we didn't get this one. We have forfeited a $50 gift card. Woof, guys. Maria is going to take that one. All right. So, guys, thank you all for playing. Congratulations to those of you who have won. I encourage you to email me to learn more about our Azure Development Program. If you have any queries about your Azure business potentials or services that you want to provide, let us have a conversation. And of course, as always, thank you so much for joining Commercial Convos. Thank you for participating in all of our sessions. And I hope you all have a wonderful day and weekend.
Thank you everyone for joining.